Instead of having the Piece of Pie Software logo in this video, I have decided to put some Binding of Isaac footage in the background. Have fun! Oh, hello and welcome to the answers to the questions and answers video. As in the answers to the questions. Yes. So let's just get this going before I start wasting time talking all the time, forever. It's already been 15 seconds, that's not very long though actually. Right, yeah, thanks for all the questions that were submitted. Yep, here we go. Darbus. Oh, well, some of these messages have like extra bits, like been watching for a long time and stuff, but like I guess I'll just focus on the questions rather than read out the whole messages, otherwise it could end up going on for a long time. So I guess I'll just start off by saying a general thank you all for your comments and everything, and I'm glad you've been enjoying for however long you've all been enjoying, and I hope you continue to. And yeah, thanks, yep. Right, anyway, Darbus asks, what do you think about the Nintendo Switch and the general direction of Nintendo as of recent? Well, I don't know really. I don't tend to keep up on the news like that. I've heard about the Switch and seen the design and heard a few bits of info about it. And like Nintendo's recent taking down of fan games like the Metroid 2 remake and the Pokemon one, whatever that was. So yeah, I don't know. All I really think is like the Switch, I guess, seems cool, but more in concept than actual like design. I don't know. Like I think the controller for it looks really dumb, having one side higher on like the higher side of it and the other side is lower, so your hands aren't even when you're using it. Aren't even, yeah. Like one is higher and one is lower. I think that looks silly and uncomfortable, probably, because you'll be holding opposite corners or something. But I don't know. I'm sure it'd be fine. But other than that, yeah, I don't really know. I love Nintendo's games. You know, I'm a big fan of Mario games. The Metroid games are cool, though I haven't played any of them nearly as much as I should. The Kirby games are fun. Pokemon's good. You know, all that good stuff. And the GameCube, or I guess the Wii, because that plays GameCube games as well, is probably, well, I don't know, probably not my favourite console, but I do love the GameCube and the Wii. Not so much for the motion controls though. Although they can be cool, but sometimes they're more awkward than anything. But yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, I also learned today in like some kind of news post on a gaming thing that the new Zelda game, Breath of the Wild, is going to have DLC. What? A Zelda game with DLC? Oh, Nintendo are really jumping off the deep end. I don't know, are they? Whatever. Yeah, that's all I can say really. Video Game Zebra asks, will you do a Divinity 2 Developer's Cut or a Fable Anniversary playthrough? I've played Divinity 2, the Dragon Knight Saga or something. It might, actually I think it was Developer's Cut, yeah. Because it had like the extra campaign or whatever. And I liked it. But, like, it's a long game. And for when it comes to like long games like that, like Elder Scrolls and Mass Effect and stuff, I tend to just keep it to ones that I really like ones that are among my favourites. Fragrant. Yeah, I usually only keep it to ones that are among my favourites, so I wouldn't hold out any hopes for Divinity 2, because I don't know if I'd play it again. It was good, but certainly not high on my favourites list of RPGs. And as for Fable Anniversary, well, I haven't got Anniversary, but I've got the original, and I haven't played it yet, and I know barely anything about it, so I guess it'll depend on how I feel about it when I play it someday, if I ever get around to it, because bloody hell, because I never play games anymore. Sometimes. Well, I play games all the time, whatever. As in, I never get around to playing new games. not newly released games. I mean, whatever, you know what I mean. Oh. Next person. Santu Pesonen. I don't know how you say it, but whatever, it's Mufgeb. If you got shipwrecked on a desert island and you could only take one of the following games with you, which would you pick? Bubsy 3D, Rascal Racers, or E.T. on the Atari 26? You are a sick man, young man, or old man, or average-aged man. Well, I don't know, not E.T., because that's too old, and old games are crap. God, I hate Doom. What? Well, Rascal Racers seems to have some kind of dragon in it, so it's automatically the sexiest of the three. Even if it isn't a sexy one, I don't know. I don't know though. E.T. and Bubsy are pretty much the ones I know the most about. And I know Kadikarus has done a video of Rascal Racers, but I haven't watched that in a long time, so I don't remember much about it. But yeah, probably Bubsy, I guess. On the bright side, at least if I was stuck on a desert island with it, I wouldn't have much else to do, so I'd become a master at it, and I would be fame when I get back home. Yes. The man with no eyes. Oh! And the icon is a picture of an eye. What? Oh, such misleading. Anyway, 1. Have you heard of these games? Scorn, Agony, Buck, and Ruby Quest Undertow. If yes, which ones are the most interesting to you? Feel free to rank them from lowest to highest. I had heard of the first 3, can't talk today, and I looked up Ruby Quest Undertow, and, I don't know, Scorn and Agony are probably the ones that interest me the most. In fact, ranking them from lowest to highest, I'd probably say in like the reverse order that you listed them. From lowest to highest, probably Ruby Quest, Buck, Agony, and Scorn. Like, I like the Geiger-esque, I guess, style of Scorn, and obviously Agony is hell-themed, and you know, anyone who's been around my channel for any decent length of time knows how much I like the theme of hell and demons and stuff. But from what I've seen of Agony so far, I don't know, I'm not quite sold on it yet. But yeah, but barely anything has been seen of the Scorn gameplay, so it's hard to tell. So Scorn and Agony are kinda in a similar place for me at the moment. But yeah, they all look decent enough, I guess. 2. Did you watch the Resident Evil CG movies? And if you did, have you heard of the new movie Vendetta? I think I've watched 1 or 2 of them. I don't remember much though. I know I've seen the one with Leon in like an airport or something. And I think I've seen another one, but I'm not sure. It might just be another part of the same movie. But yeah, I don't know. I think I've heard there's a new one coming out though. But I don't know its name as Vendetta. I don't know its name at all really, but yeah, I'll probably watch it if it shows up on Netflix or something. Number 3. Have you heard of a French anime-esque series called Wakfu? Wakfu. I've heard of it, and I just looked up as well, because I didn't really know what it was. I just heard the name, because it sounds silly. Because it's like, yeah, it's like whack food, but without the... What? Sharp! Yeah, I've heard of it. But like, I don't really know anything about it though. Like, it looks interesting, I suppose. Like some kind of mixture of art styles, maybe. Like a combination of cartoon and anime. Although animes are cartoons, really, aren't they? They're just Japanese cartoons, whatever. But yeah. The question was, have you heard of it? You don't need to go into all these details, but yeah, I've heard of it, but I don't really know anything about it. Oh. Next person, butane ass. I mean boss. Butanus. Oh. 1. What are your plans for the 10th anniversary of Pops? I don't really know. I mean, it's still over a year away, so I don't really have any plans, I don't really have any plans yet. But, I don't know. As much as 10 years is a kind of a big deal, really it's just another just another year. It's already been a lot of years. But I don't know. I'm usually not very good at celebrating, so I don't really have any ideas, but I guess if I think of any, there will be something. I'll certainly be keeping it in mind at least. Maybe I'll do a playthrough of Fallout 3. 2. Hope it's not too personal, but how different is living on the Isle of Wight from Milton Keynes? Well, I mean, when I go out of the house, which isn't very often, I guess it's quite different. Because yeah, just a minute walk away from seeing the ocean. But most of the time I just sit in front of the computer, so it's pretty much exactly the same. Other than the walls being thinner, so I have less freedom of when to record. But yeah, I don't know, I like it outside. I guess the main thing is it feels safer outside, because obviously Milton Keynes is a bit of a shithole. As no, it was all right, but like with the underpasses, walls with graffiti everywhere, and chavs around, it was a bit scary at times, so I didn't like going out. But here, I can just quite happily go for a walk. I haven't yet, but well, I mean I have up that cliff path that some people may have seen on Dragon PS channel. But yeah, I haven't really gone anywhere else by myself. But I'd feel at least a bit safer here, and it's nice. It's a nice atmosphere. And question 3. Will you finally do a blind let's play of the Chex Quest trilogy? Not this again! That was a rhetorical question because I will not accept no for an answer. I don't know what rhetorical means, but well, it's a good job you won't take no for an answer, because hell yeah, I might do one day, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know, it's not a definite no, but I kind of treat the Chex Quest games as like Doom Mega Wads, or like total conversions, or whatever, I guess. Even though I know they're like technically official games and stuff, maybe. But like, I don't, when it comes to custom Doom stuff, I tend to just stick to the maximum Doom WADs, and WADs made by viewers, by the community and such. Because I kind of have this personal quest to try and get through all of the Maximum Doom collection. To get through the Maximum Doom collection on video. But I don't know, I probably never will. But you know, Chex Quest, maybe I'll do it one day. I guess it's slightly more likely that I'll stream it, I don't know. The mood would have to strike. But it's certainly not high on my list of desires at the moment. Next person, James Dwyer. Yeah. 1. What has been your favourite Doomwad to play? Am I supposed to choose that? There's been so many. Well, I guess I wouldn't choose any of the Maximum Doom ones, because there's just too many of them, and they're not really, you know, even the best ones of those aren't amazing. But I don't know, really. Outside of those, I haven't played a whole lot other than the ones that people have sent to me, like ones that they've made. But again, there's just been so many. Wait, what do you mean again? I don't know. There's just been so many years of Doom WADs that it's all kind of a big blur, and I don't really remember many of them now. I remember there was one where like the enemies were dropping an item called cock soup, in a reference to one of my pre-game yums videos on Dragon PS, where I bought some cock soup, which was as in like a cockerel, the animal, not an actual. And when you shot the imps, they'd be covered in white stuff, so that was quite memorable. So yeah, from the top of my head, I'd probably say that's my favourite, and it had like voice clips of me. And when I picked up the cock soup, it went, cock soup! But I'm sure there's been loads of other good ones. But that one kind of sticks out in my mind because of all the customization and like the personalness of it or something. Yeah. Number 2. What? Oh, there's 3 actually. Number 2. What games can we expect for the rest of 2017 and beyond? Oh boy, have I got some info for you right here. Well, you see, I've been recording quite a flump of a lot, so I'll just read out a list of what's coming up in the current expected order that they'll be uploaded. Right, so at the moment obviously Strider is being uploaded, but in order there is, well actually first of all Skyrim is like the weekend thing at the moment. I think that ends late this year, and coming after that, the weekend playthrough following that will be Mass Effect 3, hopefully. But yeah, for the main playthroughs for the rest of the year, we've got Resident Evil 4, Electronic Super Joy, Rise of the Triad, the old original one, Trine 3 with Reptiloid from Fear 3 and Half-Life Decay here, The Last Tinker City of Colours, Bioshock Infinite, bloody finally Paul, you got around to that. Yeah. Outland and Bioshock Infinite Burial at Sea, Star Trek Elite Force, more like Elite Farce, no, Shantae Risky's Revenge, and I most recently finished recording Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. Yeah, lots of good stuff coming. And there's like a bunch of extra bonus videos, you know, we've got Doom Snap maps, we've still got more Doom 3 mods and maps to come, Doom WADs, Commander Keen mods, Trine maps, and you know, a couple of other little bonuses mixed in there, yum yum. Yeah, lots of cool stuff. In fact, I think all of that should take us into 2017, maybe. Yeah, maybe. And finally, number 3, what is your opinion on professional wrestling? For example, WWE. That is if you ever followed it. If not, then just ignore this Q lol. Q-wop. Well, I have never followed it, but I won't ignore it actually, because I do at least have an opinion on it. Well, not much of one, but I don't know. It's not my thing anyway. I've never really found it entertaining. Watching fat, bored, hardly dressed, naked, sweaty men? I mean, if that's your thing, fair enough, but wrong. Nah, I can appreciate it for what it is, I guess. Like, I can see why people would find it entertaining, but yeah, not my thing really. Nom. Next, Glazed Infants. Do you think you'll ever do any more upload as you play type playthroughs in the future? I miss those, they're comfy. Yum! Like a big old hefty couch. You can hear my mouse click every time I pause the recording to have a breather and a little think. I mean, I'd like to for some things, but I kinda doubt it, unfortunately. It's like, well, a mixture of things really. I just like to record as much as possible when I have the opportunity, for the most part. Because, well, for the most part, as in, like, that's the main thing. Because I can't just record whenever I can, so I can't guarantee I'll always have an opportunity to record a session. So I kinda like to go with consistency, just record a bunch and schedule it all so that there's guaranteed to be videos every day. I've kind of slotted into this nice comfortable situation where I can just schedule things and make them start and finish at times where I want, rather than have the uncertainty of when there will be new parts of a playthrough. But yeah, I did like doing the upload as I play things. It was fun, sort of more interaction and more feedback and stuff in real time. I liked it. But then there's also the issue of some people are twats and they spoil stuff. Like, I think someone spoiled the ending of Bioshock 2. No, Fear 2, wasn't it? Yeah, I think so. But yeah, and especially now that I do sort of, well, not exactly high quality, but I do higher quality videos than I used to, and it takes me like an hour to upload a single part. So that would also cause problems. I have to spend like half the day uploading the session that I recorded. Although I guess I could do it the next day, but yeah, just a combination of things kinda makes it difficult for me to do that really, and inconvenient. So yeah, unfortunately unlikely, but maybe someday the opportunity will return. Next person, Somko the Hedgehog. 1. Would you rather be a pet for a dragon, or would you rather be a pet for a Yoshi? Well, I don't know. Well, I guess a dragon, really. Because, I don't know. Yeah. What? Yeah, that's a good answer, isn't it? No. Yeah. Yeah, I guess a dragon. 'Cause even though Yoshi is probably my favourite, or probably still my favourite video game character. But it's so cute! I still like dragons more overall. And Yoshi, he's too cute to be a master, in my opinion. Man, this sounds weird, but like Yoshi has always seemed to me more like the type to be the pet than have a pet. But yeah, pet to a dragon. Although I wouldn't mind being the dragon and having Yoshi as my pet. Oh, what was that noise? Number 2. During your years of doing pause gaming, what are some of your favourite moments? Oh, when I saw this question a couple days ago, or like Monday, I don't know, one day when it was originally posted, because I'm actually recording at the moment on Tuesday. You know, getting some of it done in preparation, so I don't have to do it all in one day. But yeah, and I had quite a think about it, and it's hard for me to think of favourite moments because there's been so many, and I've just done so much in these almost 9 years now that, like with the Doomwords question earlier, it's all kind of a blur. But there are some moments. I mean, the Dead Space 1 and 2 playthroughs are always like the ones I go back to, the ones I think of when somebody asks what was your favourite playthrough or one of your favourite moments. But there's been a lot more, but most of them just are buried deep in the memory. Although I did recently remember Forest Bloke 2. Gosh, it was all because of YouTube that Forest Bloke 2 got finished, really. And it was fun, like posting all the updates as I was working on it and having people following the progress of it. So yeah, that's probably one of my favourite moments, just the whole Forest Bloke 2 development era. Yeah, I am era. But other than that, yeah, probably Dead Space, you know, all the Doom 3 mods and maps, especially back in the golden days when I wasn't scraping the barrel for them. And obviously back when there were more viewers. Not that I mind having less viewers these days, yeah. And, yeah, I guess just... Oh, yeah, the Crash Bandicoot 1 playthrough as well, when there was that part where I had to... Well, I didn't have to, but I bleeped out a lot of my cursing. That was fun. And, of course, the Silent Hill 3 playthrough that revived the Tong! And has since been used in every possible opportunity. Yeah, I can't really think of much more. But there were a lot of moments that I'm sure I could think of if I spent a day, spent a long time dedicating myself to thinking about them. But those are some of the main ones that come to mind. Number 3, any thoughts on the Crash Bandicoot remasters coming this year? And would you be looking forward to the PS1 Spyro games being remastered if they got around to it? Well, I mean, obviously I'd be more interested in the Spyro ones, because Spyro... Oh, what? Yeah, Spyro, yum. The Crash Bandicoot ones, you know, they look cool and everything, but I've never really cared too much for, like, graphical update or, like, re-releases just for better graphics. I think it does have a bit more than that, though, doesn't it? And it does look nice, I have to admit. And it would be cool to see a remastered Spyro trilogy as well. As long as they keep Spyro's good look. Fucking Skylanders ugly. Oh no, not that again. But yeah, I don't have any of the modern consoles anyway, so I wouldn't be able to play it unless it's also coming to PC or something, which I doubt. So, you know, I guess I'm interested a bit, because it looks cool, but not super interested, because I wouldn't be able to play it anyway, and, yeah, I'm just usually not that bothered about remasters unless they have, like, some new content in it as well. Yeah. Next person. Why does this always take longer than I expect? Whatever, though. Salamat2202. Yeah. 1. What is your favourite anatomical layout for mythical dragons? Bipedal tetrapod? What the science? Like the Nordic wyvern, or wyvern, I think it's wyvern, as in like Skyrim. Quadrupedal hexapod? What the science? As in like the western four legs with wings held on the back, yeah. Your generic type of dragon there. or a serpentine tetrapod? What the science? Like the Chinese lung. Lung? Yeah, I'm sure that's probably the correct term, because you seem to know science words. Well, probably the quadruped ones, really. I like wyverns, and not a huge fan of the, like, long, wiggly, bearded ones of Chineseness. But yeah, the bipedal ones, just the generic, sort of typical dragon type. Oh, so majestic. Although, I do like snakes, so, I don't know, I think the main reason I'm not as into the, like, Chinese-style ones is because they tend to have a beard and whiskers and stuff, which is weird to me. But if it was hairless, then yeah, they'd be cool. Well, not cooler, but they would be cooler than I currently consider them. They're all cool, though. Yum yum. Although my dragon character that I use online, as in my persona or whatever, persona, is a bipedal one, like humanoid, which I probably still prefer quadruped over that as well. Yeah, big chunky things. Number 2. Do you know and or like Warhammer 40k? If so, what is your favourite race? Faction and sub-faction. I know of Warhammer 40k, but I don't really know anything at all about it, other than there's like people with big armour and chainsaw blades sometimes. That's pretty much all I know, but I do have a few games of it. I don't remember how I came into possession of them, probably various bundles, and I think 1 or 2 of them are either first or third person shooters, so maybe I'll get around to checking them out at some point, and maybe I will start to love it, but I don't know. What little I've seen of the universe and stuff, it doesn't really seem like my kind of thing, so I don't really know anything, yeah, but maybe one day I will. Next person. Sigma 27. Only one question from me. What playthrough, recorded or already uploaded, has been your most favourite to do? Well, I'm going to give 2 answers for that, because I can only really be lazy and say Dead Space was probably my favourite that's already uploaded, because that's just always the one that comes to mind. So I can also give an answer of what I've recorded and isn't uploaded yet, for the moment. But yeah, first of all, yeah, I guess, I don't know, there's been a lot of good ones, but not many of them, or none of them that I can think of, have had such an impact on me as Dead Space. And I remember being super excited for Dead Space 2 and loving it. But like, the first Dead Space was like one of the biggest and most pleasant surprises to me. Like, I didn't really have any expectations going into it. I don't even remember when I got it or why, but you know, I had it and I guess thought, this looks cool, I'll give it a go. And then it ended up being just so bloody amazing, and it became one of my favourite things in the world. Because like, I already knew about all the Dooms and stuff, and Dead Space was this whole new franchise that I loved from the very start. As soon as I played it, and as soon as I turned it on, yum. But maybe the new Doom would have been as well, if I'd recorded a blind playthrough. Because I remember playing through that my first time in my own time. I kind of wished I was recording it blind, but I still just wanted that personal experience without having to worry about doing commentary. But now I really wish I'd done it, because I want to go back and see my reactions. So I remember being like, oh my god, yes! Oh, that's not just me being dirty, I was actually orgasming. No, I wasn't. Close though. But yeah, of recent things I've recorded that aren't uploaded yet, probably my most recently recorded playthrough, or Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. I've played it before, but it's a very fun game, and I had a lot of fun recording it, and I'm quite happy with my commentary on it, but I think that's not coming until like early 2018, maybe, or late this year, I don't know. But yeah, that was a good fun one. You get 2 answers for the price of 1, yum! Next person, Blue Wolves Gaming. Question 1. Would you record Undertale? Oh, well, it is on my list of games to consider. Like, it would be far from a first-time experience for me because, like, you know, Undertale is one of the most talked about games in recent years. Or, not recent years, it came out last year, I think. Yeah. So, like, pretty much all of it is spoiled for me. Partly because I just looked at stuff anyway, because I didn't expect to play it any time. But, I don't know, I'll probably play it one day. But I don't know if I'll record it or not. Partly because it's an RPG, kind of, and there's probably quite a lot of talking. And I can't imagine there'll be much I could say about it. It's kind of the game that's... not the game, it's kind of a kind of game that speaks for itself in a way. And it's already random as fudge, so... me would just be adding more sugar to an already overly sweet cup of coffee, and you can have too much sugar. And it's also partly, well, largely, because obviously the fan base of that game is kind of, you know, kind of tit. So I probably don't want to risk the potential of attracting unwanted attention from people who are like, "Why the fuck did you do that? I'm gonna come to your house and stab you. How could you not call this the most perfect and glorious shiny sparkle of a game in the world? I'm gonna come over there and rip your guts through your asshole." Yeah, it's a bit scary, isn't it? Papyrus is a twat. What? Nah. Question 2. Now that you have opened the floodgates with Homefront, would you record the far superior Call of Duty 4 campaign? If I had it, I guess I probably would. But I only recorded Homefront because I had it, and what I'd seen of it or played of it before, I don't remember if I'd played some of it before or just seen it. It just seemed like an okay game, but it wasn't a game I would have bought if I didn't have it. And the same kind of goes for Call of Duty. I'm not really that interested in playing them, but if I had Call of Duty 4, I'd probably record it, just because, you know, it seems like a perfectly playable, possibly fun game, but it's just not really my kind of theme. But I do have Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and that's on the list to consider recording, just because I have it. I just happened to get it. Oh yeah, I bought like a mystery game on Green Man Gaming or something, and I got that for some reason. Oh, but yeah, I don't really have any intentions of getting other Call of Duty games. And question 3, would you record any of the Metal Gear games? Metal Gear Solid, at least the first 3, well, not the first 3, because obviously there were Metal Gear 1 and 2 for the NES or whatever, but Metal Gear Solid 1, 2 and 3 have been on my mind, like some of the few remaining games that I've like intended to record from the day I started doing this, but haven't got around to yet. But I don't know. I especially don't know if I'll record number 3 one day, but I don't know if I'll record any of them really. I would like to at some point, but the long cutscenes would kind of make it difficult for me, and also just they're on consoles, and I rarely record console games because it's kind of a pain to set up for me. Well, not necessarily a pain, but it's inconvenient. But I don't know, maybe one day. Maybe I'll get around to at least the first one. I did stream quite a decent bit of Metal Gear Solid 2, but I didn't finish it. But yeah, maybe one day, I don't know. I still would like to at some point, but it would just be inconvenient for me to set it up and all that. Next person, C. Graham 6. I remember when I used to say C. Graham. What the fuck? Because apparently I didn't realise the name Graham was in there. What a fool. Anyway, I guess my only question is, could I get in on some multiplayer gaming with you sometime? Rocket League or something, I don't know. You make the call. I wouldn't outright say no, but it's just kind of difficult for me to actually get together with someone and play a game, because like, especially if it's in voice, because I'm not very good at talking with someone I'm not used to talking with. Like, kind of the only reason I can play Rocket League with the people I do play with in the videos is because I've been around them for a while, like for a year or two or more in some cases. So I'm kind of used to talking with them and I can just talk comfortably. Otherwise, if it's like someone new or someone I haven't been in voice with for a long time, I just get quiet and uncomfortable and awkward. But other than that, like, I'm not really one for organising something, like, or asking people if they want to play. I'm just sort of a spontaneous gamer, really, so it makes it kind of, I don't know, I can't really think of the word. I don't know, like, I'm not much of a multiplayer gamer in the first place, but I mean, I guess, like, feel free to add me on Steam. Wait, you already have me on Steam, ignore some of this part coming up, oh. And, you know, at least you'll be there then, in case the mood arises, and I'm looking for someone else to, like, fill the Rocket League team or something. I don't really play it that often in the first place, but, you know, better that than nothing. As in, like, there's more chance of getting in on that. Usually I'm not much of a multiplayer person anyway. I usually only really play Rocket League because some people in the Discord group are playing it, and I go, yeah, I'll join in and record it, I guess, why not? But yeah, it's certainly not impossible. I would like to play with more people. It's just awkward for me, for weird reasons. Next person, Frizzle Dash. Whoa. Why whoa? I don't know. 'Cause Frizzle. Will you play Spyro 5 next? By the way, I have a new video up about Spyro 5 parody. Oh, Spyro! Well, it certainly won't be next, and unfortunately it probably won't be for a very long time either. Partly because it's a console game and I very rarely record console games in the first place. But also just because I haven't done Spyro 4 yet, so if I ever do get around to another Spyro game, it'll probably be number 4 first, Enter the Dragonfly. But even more likely than that is, like, Season of Fire and Season of Ice, or whatever they were called, for the Game Boy Advance, because at least emulators for the Game Boy Advance are easy to use. I mean, I'm sure some PS2 emulators are easy enough to use these days, but I don't know, I'm just not as happy using a PS2 emulator, even though I own the games, so it'd be perfectly legal. I guess just PS2 probably a bit more prone to problems. Anyway, yeah, that's going off subject a bit. Basically, I hope to record Spyro 5 someday, but I need to do 4 before that, and I'm probably more likely to play the Game Boy Advance ones than either of them at the moment, because recording console games is just inconvenient for me to set up and stuff. Or at least more inconvenient than I would like, unfortunately. Yeah. Next person, Super Hell Knight 666. Oh, Hell Knight. Oh, where's the pause button for dramatic effect? Oh. Yeah, right. Oh. Right, 1. I know. What? Oh, I know you've already done a truckload of the Binding of Isaac videos already, but do you plan on making more? And if you are, could you possibly record yourself playing with the Lost and Lilith? Those are the only 2 characters you haven't displayed on video. Oh, don't even mention those names to me. I'm getting so pissed off lately trying to finish the new stuff up with those 2 characters specifically. And Lazarus. I actually recently managed to do Greedier mode and the Void as the Keeper, and I was so damn happy. But just today, as in the day I'm recording this, is in Tuesday, I was trying to do Greedier with the Lost. And I also tried a hard mode with Lilith, but the Void portal never opened up, so I'm just having a bad day. But anyway, it's pretty unlikely that I'll do videos of the Lost or Lilith, because I just don't enjoy playing as those characters, for the most part. I don't know, I enjoy playing as the Lost in the normal game, I guess. But not overall, but Lilith is just, I don't enjoy playing as her. Maybe I'll end up live streaming some of my attempts at doing those characters again, but I don't know. I probably wouldn't feel comfortable streaming those either, because I'm prone to getting a bit of a strop. Whoa! But yeah, I'll probably end up doing more Binding of Isaac videos as well at some point. I've still got at least one more, well yeah, just one more coming Wait, it might already be uploaded by the time this comes. I don't know. I don't remember what date it's scheduled for, but there is at least one more run coming at the moment. But I might do more in future, maybe after I've unlocked everything, so I can just play comfortably again. Number 2. What was your least favourite game to record all of bloody time? In all of bloody time? One that comes to mind was Lost Planet, because I know I just got so stressed and annoyed at that one when it started spamming loads of enemies and I didn't know what was going on anymore. But I don't think that was my least favourite. Hard Reset more recently got annoying as well, but that wasn't as bad overall, I don't think. Oh, and of course there was Halo, but I think overall that game wasn't quite as bad. Well, I mean, it was quite bad in my opinion, but maybe not as bad as some others. Max Payne was quite annoying as well. And I guess Mirror's Edge could be in there, but that was so long ago that I kinda don't remember it as well. And I guess there was Silent Hill Homecoming, which I didn't enjoy much, but I think that mostly went relatively well, so I couldn't say it's one of my least favourites. I don't know. There's a lot of good examples, but I guess of all of those I'd probably say Lost Planet, but I guess that one's quite a long time ago as well, so it's kind of on the edge of my memory. But yeah, that's the best one I can think of, I'm afraid. There's probably worse, probably some like unfinished ones. Like maybe I Wanna Be the Boshi, but I think that was quite fun and funny most of the time, until the bosses got too annoying for me. Yeah, I guess for now I'd say Lost Planet, even though I remember half of that or something being quite enjoyable. And it doesn't really stick out in my mind as one of the worst, but I can't really think of much. How about Skyrim? Least favourite, because it reminds me that Dirk Ethos isn't in real life. Oh! Number 3. I've probably asked this before, but would you consider doing videos where you play with fans every now and then? Maybe not even videos, who knows? I've certainly considered it at times, and a long time ago, like in my early days of live streaming, probably in 2008 or 9, I did play with some of the community, or I guess fans technically, but I don't like calling you fans because it feels less, I don't know, genuine? No, I don't know, something. Yeah, played some Left 4 Dead with a few people from the chat, but it's just my internet's not very good. You know, there's a few reasons. One being my internet not being very good, so I can't host games, and 2 being I just generally like to get in and play a game and have fun, rather than go through all the effort of setting things up and getting people together and making sure we can all connect and making sure we've got the IP and all that and Hamachi and whatever's needed for whatever game we're playing. Setting up multiplayer games is just a bit of a pain in the butt for me, or at least more of a pain in the butt than I can usually be asked to deal with. God, so lazy. Put some effort in for the people. But it's too hard. But yeah, if it was easier I'd totally be up for it probably. But yeah, there's also the problem of, well, again, like a recent question, I'm not very comfortable being in voice when I'm around people who I haven't been around for very long. Like people I'm not used to talking to and stuff. So there's a few problems with it, but it would be fun if it worked. Well, I guess I'm just not really the right kind of person for that kind of, like, stuff. Yeah. What rubbish answer. Next person. Nagia Sweet Nice. That's probably pronounced wrong, but yeah. When are you going to start Tomb Raider Reborn? Well, I can't seem to find anything about a game called Tomb Raider Reborn. There's what's that? A fan film based on the video game franchise. I don't know. I can only assume you mean like the reboot, like the newer one that came out that was just called Tomb Raider, where she was on an island or whatever. If you mean that one, then I've already recorded and uploaded that one quite a while ago, I think. Like, I'm not sure when that was. Just called like Tomb Raider 2013, I think it was. But if you mean the new one, like Rise of the Tomb Raider, I don't have that one yet, but I that's the kind of game that when I get it, it will be quite high on my list of priorities. So hopefully I'll get around to recording Rise of the Tomb Raider soon, or as in hopefully I have that game soon, and then I can record it, if it can even run properly on my computer. But yeah, if you mean the one before that, the one just called Tomb Raider for some silly reason, even though Tomb Raider already existed, then yeah, that one's already uploaded. Next person, Eclipse21. What is the fondest memory you have from all these years you've been entertaining us? Oh, I think I've already answered that, haven't I? Like, yeah, some of your favourite moments from videos recorded and uploaded, or yeah, something like that. Favourite moments, but fondest memory. Yeah, I guess like the other question, I'd probably say like, or the whole thing about Virus Bloke 2. Yeah, even more than Dead Space, really. I mean, Dead Space was a great time to be alive, because it was an amazing game, and I was just finding out about it, and it was a good fun playthrough. But I think Virus Bloke 2 is like one of the best things that's happened, if not the best thing that's happened throughout my years doing this. Like, God, that was released in 2013. August, I think it was. I can't believe it's like 3.5 years ago already. It's crazy. It's been long enough that I could have made another game. Well, I have made other games actually, and been working on others, whatever. But yeah, just the whole, the era where Virus Bloke 2 was in development, and people watched live streams of me working on it, and I posted updates, and people were interested in it and excited to play it, and asking when it was going to be done. It just felt cool to have people interested in something I was making. So yeah, I'd probably say that's my fondest memory. If fond is... wait. Fond! Having an affection or liking to. Yeah, probably that. I mean, an affection or liking for. It was a good time, and makes me happy. 2. Do you think wounded Jeff Goldblum will ever fully heal? Well, it depends what kind of wound it is. If it's just a mere flesh wound, then yeah, with the right kind of medicine, especially like dragon saliva, that's pretty good for curative properties or healing, yeah. But if it's one of the heart or the soul, oh, I'm sorry, Jeff. I think you're gonna have to live with that for a while longer, possibly forever. Yeah, it's probably a wound of the mind or something, isn't it? Ever since he walked up and said, "Now that is one big pile of shit." I mean, who could stay sane after seeing a giant pile of dinosaur shit? No one! Number 3. Will you record Fallout... Oh, sorry! Will you record Fallout 3? Lol. Shut up! Well, you know, maybe one day. It's kind of gotten to that point where I still don't want to record it, because I'm not a huge fan of it, really. I wouldn't even say I like it very much, but well, no, I do like it. I just do not like the setting. I think the wasteland is extremely boring, but it's got some good things going for it. It feels like a Bethesda game, and it has all the RPG Bethesda-y stuff in it, so I quite enjoy it. And the exploration and the death claws. Oh, yeah, yes. But like, I still wouldn't want to record it. But it's sort of gotten to a point where, wouldn't it be funny if I do record it one day? Just as kind of a throwback to all those, or not a throwback, a something to all those times where I said, I will not record Fallout 3. But I think, as I mentioned earlier, maybe I'll end up doing it for a 10th anniversary special, but I doubt it. Yeah, I'd have to be nuts, crazy in the coconut, to want to do that, or I'd have to be in a very specifically strange mood for it. Yeah. Next person. WatchCat X. Without the first watch, as in X WatchCat X, yeah. Hi, Paul. Hi. 1. Oh god, these questions are long. 1. Are you happy/satisfied with where you are currently with your YouTube channel? Your constant uploads of different playthroughs, having gigabytes of video stacked up? It's been almost 9 years and you're still enjoying what you're doing, or maybe you'd like to make some changes. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there probably are some changes I would like to make, like I would like to upload higher quality videos, but I just don't really have the internet speed or the computer space to do it, or the software to edit it, or the money to waste on said software, because I would consider that a waste since this is just a hobby and I'm not really interested in making it HD. But if I could, I would like to make higher quality. That's pretty much the only change I could think of, other than maybe like more consistently good commentary, because I feel like my commentary goes up and down in quality. I guess it's just sometimes maybe I record on days that I probably shouldn't, even though I might feel like recording, or maybe it's just certain games don't bring out the commentary in the right way. I don't know. But yeah, overall I'm still happy with where I am. I'm still just doing this because I enjoy doing it. In fact, I'm probably happier with where I am more now than I have been for a while, because like now that I'm relying on YouTube's upload scheduling thing, rather than having to upload videos every day, I can just upload months in advance, which I have been doing, but I probably shouldn't be doing it months in advance. But yeah, I'd like to, or I like to schedule a bunch of videos in advance so I don't have to worry about remembering to upload every day. So yeah, and it means they come out at the same time every day, so it's more reliable and predictable. People can go, oh yes, it's almost 12 PM, time for some pause gaming, rather than like, oh there's no videos yet, is he not going to upload today, or has he just woken up at a stupid time like 9 PM? But yeah, that's about it. But yeah, I'm still enjoying it, and I'm quite sort of settled into a comfortable routine, I think, with the uploading at least. Number 2. Do you have any games that you're a really big fan of yourself, but you see it's not very famous in general, or nobody else plays it? Maybe it makes you sad even. I don't know really, not that I can think of. I mean, I guess in a way there's Doom 3, because obviously I love Doom 3, but a lot of people hate it because it's like not Doom, but I still love it as a game. But that doesn't really count because there is a lot of people that like it as well. But yeah, I can't really think of any good examples of games that I like and not many other people do. It's like the Trine series, but I think that's got quite a big fan base, maybe. Yeah, most of my biggest favourite games are ones that are already popular, or like old ones that a lot of people grew up with and also love because they also grew up with it. So yeah, I can't really think of anything, unfortunately. Maybe Dungeon Keeper, but I know quite a lot of people like that as well, but it hasn't really had any like anything good in gaming for a long time, except that crappy free mobile one where they make you pay tons for the simplest of things, and it kind of ruined Dungeon Keeper. Thanks, EA. But yeah, I don't know. Number 3. I've seen a bunch of comments of people asking about playing games with you. I think these are called fans, right? What? Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, have you been thinking about making this a thing, occasionally contacting people? I think you have a Discord group somewhere which you could use for a situation like this. Or in case you already have all this set up, can you hook up the dummy who couldn't find the Discord link anywhere? You ain't no dummy, there is no link. But yeah, I think I've pretty much answered this already. Like, it would be cool to get fans together, or yeah, fans. I don't like to call my viewers fans, because like I prefer to think of you all as a community of friends, even if I don't necessarily know some of you as well as others. But yeah, but yeah, pretty much as I've said in earlier in the video, I'm not very good at talking around people who I haven't been around for a long time. It takes a long time for me to warm up to somebody, or if I even ever warm up to them at all, because I guess some people just don't really have chemistry. Like, the Discord group is just basically a group of people who I've known for a while and had a year or more to kind of get used to. I mean, obviously there's like no way I'll be able to get comfortable with anybody who wants to play with me unless I like get in voice with them and start getting used to them, but that way it just kind of feels a bit forced and awkward. I don't know. Relationshipy, friendshipy stuff is a confusing thing, and I don't know how it works. Just kind of something that has to happen naturally, rather than like specifically trying to get used to somebody so that we can play a game at some point. But I never really know how to respond to this one. Like, just making these responses I feel a bit uncomfortable, because I don't want to sound like I'm not interested in playing with people, or like I don't want to put the effort into getting to know them, or something like that. Because, you know, obviously it's nice to have friends and be able to have fun and have a laugh with them in games and stuff, but I'm just not very good at it. But yeah, pretty much everything else on this subject I've said in response to one or two other questions. So hopefully that answers sufficiently, even if it's not necessarily the answer you were hoping for. Oh, what's this? P.S. Dragoncock? Yeah. Alright, you're on my friends list now. Let's play. Oh. What the shit was that? I don't know, just the mention of a dragon thing sets me off on one. On one what? I don't know. Ba-dum-bum. Next person. My name is Anomaly. Whoa. Oh, as in next person, Anomaly, because that's their name. Yeah. So I've always wondered, are you married? If that's an okay question to ask. As I'm the one who messed up, it's not actually typed okay, don't worry. Well, I guess it's an okay question. Fuck, an okay question. I can't talk today, apparently. But no, I'm not married, and don't really know if I ever want to be honest, but I don't know. Maybe I'm still too young in the mind to want that or something. Or maybe it's just not my thing. But anyway, no. Oh, is that all? Next person. Bobfish Almighty. Is it safe? No, it's not secret either, but it's very unsafe. What is the ultimate answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and my butt? Well, I don't know about your butt. Oi, go away, Windows Movie Maker! What are you popping up on top while I'm in the middle of recording? I don't know about your butt, but everything else... Fuck the people who say 42. It's 69, obviously. And number 3, who would win in a fight? What? Between who? Oh, you have to make it as difficult as possible! Me, obviously, because, yeah, no one would dare to come up against someone as burly and legit as I am, or whatever. Yeah, something like that. What dodgy questions? Next person, the Kieranator. I haven't seen one of these in a while. 1. Can I ask more questions? If the answer is no, what YouTuber would you collab with? Well, even if the answer is no, which it is, Sonny Jim, you've already answered an extra question there, because you put 2 questions in one, bloody hell. But, like, I pretty much always answer people's questions if they leave them in comments anyway. Only difference here is that it's in voice. So there's no point in me doing these videos. People can just ask questions whenever they like and I'll answer in text. Anyway, I can't really think of anyone I'd want to do a collab with. I'm not really a collabby person, as I'm not very good at double negative, fuck. I'm not very good at talking with someone unless I've known them for a while. But I'm also just not really interested in collabing for the most part. I mean, I do the occasional co-op playthrough with one of my friends, but he's not really a YouTuber anymore, so I guess that's not a collab. But yeah, not really my thing for the most part. 2. Looking back at your past series on all your channels, what was your favourite to make? Well, I guess I'd probably just say the same old thing, just the first or second Dead Space playthroughs again. Either the first one because it turned out to be so awesome, or the second one because it was like the most excited I'd been for a game in a long time, or at least at the same time as recording it, because I was more excited for the new Doom, I guess, but I wasn't recording my first time playing that. Anyway, Well, I don't know. I can't really count anything from Pizza Pie Live, because those were just more casual live streams. But I guess there were some fun ones there as well. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, probably just Dead Space, or Virus Bloke 2 or something. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can say. Just the same kind of answer I've given to all the what was your favourite playthrough, or what was your best memory on YouTube. Oh, number 3. As you now live on the Isle of Wight, you've misspelt White, it's W-I-G-H-T. Ah, it doesn't matter, I would get confused as well about that. What is your favourite spot to visit? Oh, I gotta say, the best spot on the island, absolute best, my favourite, come back every day. My computer. It's the best. It's amazing. The things you can see on this. You can look anywhere in the world, all on this one place on the island. No, obviously, oh yeah, I know. I don't know, I don't really go out anywhere. If it was more easily reachable, as in like without having to drive for half an hour or something, I guess I'd probably say Blackgangchine. 'Cause it's just a fun place and there's animatronic dinosaurs. Oh, yes! Oh, yes, dinosaurs. That's just a cool place that I always remember loving as a kid, and I still love to this day. Bunch of different themed areas. I've got a video or two, yeah, probably multiple videos of it up on PieDragon PS channel in various vlogs over the years. There are a bunch of other good places as well, but I haven't really been to that many. Blackgangchine, Robin Hill, a few towns, but yeah. Other than that, the only real place I go is either down to the beach, or, which, you know, I only really go there for metal detecting, or up along that path, like up the cliffside, that I occasionally go and walk on, that I also did a vlog or two of. But yeah, I don't know, it's just a nice place overall. Yeah. And the next and final person, Matt Welsh. Hey Paul, long time no comment. I've only got one question really. Do you like Ratchet and Clank series? I'd love to see a Let's Play of those games by someone I enjoy watching videos of. Haha. Haha. Oh, that means you saying that you'd love to see a Let's Play is a joke, because you went haha, and jokes are funny. No. But yeah, I live streamed the first Ratchet and Clank, and I think I stopped like right before the final boss or something, for some reason. I think I was just finding it too hard at the time and I lost interest for that time. But yeah, it was a very fun game. Quite difficult, but definitely a series I want to properly play at some point, because that was pretty much my only experience with it, almost finishing the first game, and I loved it. And I've got, I think, the first 4 games. One of them is called Ratchet Gladiator or something, so I don't know if that's like an official part of the series or what. But yeah, cool. It's like, or at least the first one was like some of my favourite platformers from childhood, like Spyro and Crash, but on the PS2, and actually good. Because the Crash and Spyro games on the PS2 haven't been that great really, have they? No. So yeah, definitely, well, I don't know, I'd say definitely look out for those someday, but I rarely record console games anyway, because it's just a pain in the butt for me to set up. I mean, it's not really a pain in the butt, but it's too much of a pain in the butt for me, the laziest of all blobs. But yeah, I want to, so hopefully, because it's pretty cool. Oh, and that's the end of the not annual, but every 2 years Q&A, apparently, maybe, I don't know, as in it's the end of this time. Yes, it wasn't quite as long as the others, definitely didn't get as many questions as usual. I think I should have said leave up to 2 questions, not 3, because some of them did still make me blab on for a while. Gosh. But anyway, yeah, it was good. At least it wasn't like multiple hours of answers this time. I think this is within 1 hour. So yeah. But yeah, thanks for all the questions, everyone. It's been an absolute delight answering them, has it? Yeah, more or less. Yeah, I haven't really got much else to say other than the usual. Thanks for continuing to watch. Thanks for all the questions. Thanks for coming out of the woodwork to leave a comment with questions if you're not the kind of person who usually comments. I appreciate you making yourself visible for this such event. This such event? Yeah, I guess that's a legit phrase. And yeah, I hope you look forward to more of the stuff. Somewhere in this somebody asked what the upcoming playthroughs were, so if you caught the answer to that one, there's a whole list of what you can look forward to this year, and probably the start of next year as well, because I've recorded too much. Whoa! But yep, thanks for watching, thanks for sticking around, and thanks for all the new people coming by as well. And sorry if you missed out on an opportunity to leave questions this time, but you know, as I said at some point in this video, if you leave comments asking questions, I'll always answer them anyway, so there's not really much point in me doing this video other than just to get my voice answering them, which is slightly more difficult to understand because I have trouble speaking sometimes apparently. God. Yeah, there's just no point doing these, just answering in comments, just ask in comments is what I mean, see? Can't talk. Whatever, end of the video. Thanks for watching, I hope you continue to enjoy the Strider playthrough, and after that we've got something else. What is it? Resident Evil 4. Yes. A proper playthrough of that, because I uploaded a live streamed playthrough of that as well, or at least like most of the game, because I started recording from part way into the game, and that was blind, but the upcoming playthrough isn't blind, but I think it's still a good playthrough. But yeah, there's still like 2 weeks of Strider left, so don't get too excited yet. Anyway, yes, see you later, blokes and blokettes, and pies, and pieces of pie. No, pieces of, yeah, just fellow pieces of pie. Yeah, that's it. That's the name for my community. You're all pieces of the pie that make up this whole delicious... Oh! Bye. Bye!